Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever stood on the edge of quitting? Maybe it was a job, a dream, or even a relationship. You told yourself it's too hard, or maybe it's not meant to be. Well, let me tell you this, those moments, the ones where you're about to give up, are where the winners are born. This isn't just a motivational cliche, this is the truth of life. Quitting is easy, it's seductive, it's convenient, and sometimes it even feels justified. But winners don't quit. They turn every rejection, every failure, every ounce of self-doubt into the fuel that powers their success. By the end of this talk, you'll know exactly why the greatest success stories in history all share one common trait: resilience. The mindset of resilience is the foundation upon which every winner builds their success. It's not just about talent, intelligence, or even opportunity. It's about the relentless decision to rise, adapt, and keep going despite adversity. Resilience is not something you're born with. It's something you cultivate every single day through the choices you make, especially when things get tough. Winners don't allow obstacles to define their limits. Instead, they redefine what's possible by pushing through. They understand that resilience isn't just an action, it's a state of being, a commitment to yourself and your goals. Imagine you're climbing a steep mountain. The air is thinning, the path is treacherous, and every step feels heavier than the last. In moments like these, it's easy to focus on the pain, the difficulty, and the overwhelming urge to stop. But winners shift their perspective. They don't look at the summit as something unattainable. Instead, they focus on the next step. One foot in front of the other. They understand that small, consistent actions compound over time. That's the essence of resilience. It's not about giant leaps, it's about refusing to stand still. Resilience also requires a deep understanding of your why. Why are you doing this? Why does it matter? Winners anchor themselves to a purpose so strong that it becomes unshakable. They know that when challenges arise, their purpose will serve as their compass. They don't let temporary setbacks derail them because their eyes are fixed on a bigger picture. They understand that growth comes from discomfort and that the moments when you feel like quitting are the very moments when breakthroughs are just around the corner. Think about some of the most successful people in history: athletes, inventors, entrepreneurs. What separates them from the rest? It's not that they didn't face setbacks or failures, it's that they refused to let those setbacks define them. They embraced the mindset of resilience, viewing each failure as a lesson, each challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger. They understood that resilience isn't just about enduring, it's about thriving in the face of adversity. The truth is, life will test you. There will be moments when you feel like everything is working against you, when the odds seem insurmountable, and quitting feels like the easiest option. But in those moments, winners dig deeper. They tap into their inner strength, reminding themselves that they've come too far to turn back now. They don't see obstacles as stop signs, they see them as detours, temporary roadblocks on the path to greatness. Resilience is about trusting the process, even when you can't see the results yet. It's about believing in your ability to overcome, to adapt, and to persevere. And it's about understanding that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Winners don't quit because they know the power of resilience. They know that their ability to keep going no matter what is what sets them apart. And that's a mindset you can choose to adopt starting right now. Turning failure into fuel is one of the most critical shifts in perspective that winners adopt. Failure is an inevitable part of any journey worth pursuing. It's not a sign to stop, it's a signal to adjust, grow, and to come back stronger. The truth is, failure is only final if you let it be. Winners understand this at a fundamental level. They don't let failure defeat them, they use it as a tool to sharpen their skills, as a lesson to refine their strategies, and as motivation to keep pushing forward. Every setback carries within it the seed of a comeback if you're willing to look for it. Winners view failure as feedback. It's not about being told you can't, it's about learning what doesn't work and using that knowledge to get closer to what does. This is where so many people get it wrong. They see failure as an indictment of their abilities, a confirmation of their doubts, or a reason to quit. But winners reframe failure. To them, it's not the end of the road, it's a stepping stone on the way to success. Think about how failure shapes us. It forces us to confront our weaknesses, to dig deeper and to find solutions we didn't know we had within us. It's easy to succeed when things are going smoothly, but it's in the moments of failure that true character is revealed. Winners embrace this challenge. They know that failure, while uncomfortable, is where the real growth happens. It's where resilience is built, where creativity is sparked, and where greatness begins to take shape. Failure also teaches us humility and persistence. It reminds us that success isn't about getting everything right the first time. It's about having the courage to keep trying, no matter how many times you fall. Winners are not afraid of failing because they know that each failure brings them closer to the breakthrough they're striving for. They don't dwell on what went wrong. They focus on what they can learn and how they can improve. Every great story of success is littered with failures. But those failures are what make the eventual triumph so powerful. To turn failure into fuel, you have to shift your mindset. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of feeling defeated, get curious. Analyze what went wrong. Take responsibility and decide what you'll do differently next time. Winners are masters of this process. They don't fear failure because they've trained themselves to see it as an opportunity, not a dead end. Imagine the power of living with this perspective. Failure no longer feels like a weight dragging you down. It becomes a catalyst that propels you forward. It sharpens your focus, strengthens your resolve, and deepens your commitment to your goals. This is what separates winners from everyone else. They don't just survive failure, they thrive because of it. They turn every misstep into momentum, and in doing so, they transform obstacles into stepping stones on their path to success. Most people quit too soon. And this truth is one of the greatest tragedies in the pursuit of success. It's not because they lack talent, intelligence, or even resources. It's because they underestimate just how close they are to a breakthrough when they decide to stop. Quitting often feels justified in the moment. The frustration, the exhaustion, and the self-doubt all pile up until it seems easier to walk away than to push forward. But winners understand that these moments, the ones where you're tempted to quit, are precisely when you need to keep going. Why? Because those moments are the turning points that separate success from failure. Imagine you're running a marathon and you're at mile 20. Your legs are heavy, your breath is labored, and your mind is screaming at you to stop. This is where most people give up because the discomfort feels unbearable. But what they don't realize is that the finish line is just 6 miles away. The same principle applies to life. When you're closest to the edge of your limits, you're often closest to the goal you've been chasing. Winners don't give up in these moments. They dig deeper, push harder, and find strength they didn't know they had. They've trained themselves to recognize that the greatest resistance often comes just before the breakthrough. The truth is, quitting isn't about the external circumstances, it's about the internal narrative. Most people quit because they convince themselves that their efforts aren't paying off or that the journey isn't worth the struggle. They focus on the obstacles instead of the possibilities, allowing fear and doubt to take control. Winners flip this script. They refuse to let temporary discomfort dictate their long-term decisions. They remind themselves why they started. And they keep their eyes locked on the vision of what they're working toward. That vision pulls them forward, even when every fiber of their being tells them to stop. The pain of perseverance is temporary, but the regret of quitting lasts a lifetime. Most people who quit don't realize how much progress they've already made or how close they are to achieving their goals. If they could see the full picture of the steps they've already climbed and how few remain, they'd never stop. Winners intuitively understand this. They keep going because they trust the process, even when the results aren't immediately visible. They know that persistence compounds over time, and that success is often the result of small, consistent efforts carried out over the long haul. There's a lesson here for all of us. The moments when you want to quit are the moments when you must press on. If you stop, you'll never know how close you were to the success you've been working for. But if you push through, you'll discover not just what you're capable of achieving, but who you're capable of becoming. Winners are made not by avoiding the urge to quit, but by overcoming it. They refuse to give up. And that refusal is what ultimately sets them apart. The power of focus and clarity is what sets winners apart from everyone else. In a world filled with distractions, where attention is constantly pulled in 1,000 different directions, the ability to maintain laser focus on your goals is a superpower. Winners understand that clarity is the foundation for all success. Without it, you're like a ship drifting aimlessly at sea, expending energy but never making meaningful progress. Clarity gives you direction, and focus keeps you on course, even when the waters get rough. Together, they are the driving forces that turn dreams into reality. One of the biggest reasons people quit or fail to achieve their goals is that they lose sight of what they truly want. They get distracted by shiny opportunities, fleeting doubts, or the noise of other people's opinions. Winners, however, have a crystal clear vision of their destination. They know exactly what they want, and more importantly, why they want it. This clarity of purpose acts as their North Star, guiding their actions and decisions. When you know your why, you can endure almost anyhow. That's the difference. Clarity gives your efforts meaning, and meaning fuels persistence. Focus is equally critical. It's not enough to know where you're going. You have to block out everything that doesn't move you closer to your goal. Winners are masters of focus because they've trained themselves to ignore distractions. They don't waste time on things that don't matter. And they don't let fear or doubt cloud their vision. They prioritize what's important and take consistent, deliberate actions toward their objectives. This level of focus requires discipline, but it's a discipline that pays off because it ensures that every step they take is purposeful. One of the greatest challenges in maintaining focus and clarity is dealing with setbacks. When things go wrong, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture and get caught up in the frustration of the moment. But winners don't let temporary obstacles derail them. They revisit their vision, remind themselves of their purpose, and refocus their energy. They see setbacks as part of the process, not a reason to stop. This ability to maintain clarity and focus, even in the face of adversity, is what keeps them moving forward when others give up. Imagine trying to hit a target with a bow and arrow. If your focus wavers, even for a moment, you'll miss the mark. The same principle applies to your goals. Every distraction, every moment of doubt pulls you further away from where you want to be. Winners understand this, which is why they guard their focus so fiercely. They eliminate distractions, saying no to opportunities that don't align with their vision, and stay committed to their path. Ultimately, the power of focus and clarity lies in its ability to amplify your efforts. When you know exactly what you want and direct all your energy toward achieving it, you become unstoppable. Your actions align with your goals, your decisions become easier, and your progress accelerates. Winners don't leave their success to chance. They get clear on what they want, focus on making it happen, and refuse to let anything stand in their way. This unwavering commitment to their vision is what allows them to achieve extraordinary results. Breaking through the pain barrier is what truly separates winners from everyone else. Pain, whether physical, emotional, or mental, is an unavoidable part of any meaningful pursuit. It's the signal that you're pushing beyond your comfort zone, venturing into uncharted territory where growth happens and where success is forged. Winners don't shy away from pain, they embrace it. They understand that pain is not the enemy, it's the price of progress. It's the proof that they're doing the hard work necessary to reach their goals. The human instinct is to avoid discomfort. Our minds are wired to seek safety, predictability, and ease. That's why so many people stop when things get hard. They misinterpret pain as a signal to quit. But winners have trained themselves to reframe pain. They see it as a temporary state, a necessary step on the journey to greatness. They know that the pain they feel now will pale in comparison to the satisfaction of achieving their dreams. This ability to push through the pain barrier is what allows them to achieve what others won't. Think about any physical training or workout. The moment your muscles start to burn, your lungs start to scream, and your body begs you to stop, that's the pain barrier. It's the point where most people give up. But winners know that this is the moment when the real work begins. They push past the discomfort because they know that's where strength is built, endurance is developed, and limits are shattered. They understand that pain is temporary, but the results of perseverance are permanent. The same principle applies to every area of life. Whether it's building a business, pursuing a dream, or overcoming a personal challenge, there will always be moments when the pain feels overwhelming. The rejection, the failures, the setbacks, they all hurt. But winners don't let that pain define them. They use it as fuel, as motivation to keep going. They remind themselves that the discomfort they feel is temporary, but quitting leaves a lasting void. Winners are willing to endure short-term pain for long-term gain. Breaking through the pain barrier also requires mental toughness. It's not just about enduring discomfort, it's about staying focused and committed when everything in you wants to stop. Winners train their minds to stay strong in these moments. They talk themselves through the pain, focusing on their goals and the rewards that lie on the other side. They visualize their success, reminding themselves why they started and why it's worth it. This mental discipline is what keeps them moving forward, even when it feels impossible. What's remarkable is that every time you push through the pain barrier, you become stronger, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. You prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. You expand your capacity for resilience, grit, and determination. Winners know that every time they face pain and push through it, they're leveling up, becoming the person they need to be to achieve their dreams. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Winners choose to see pain as part of the process, not a reason to stop. They don't let it intimidate them or hold them back. Instead, they face it head on, knowing that on the other side of pain lies progress. This willingness to embrace discomfort, to endure and overcome, is what allows winners to achieve the extraordinary. They don't quit when it hurts, they dig deeper, push harder, and keep going until they break through. That's the difference, and that's what makes them unstoppable. The legacy of persistence is one of the most profound gifts a winner can leave behind. When someone refuses to quit, despite overwhelming odds, setbacks, and failures, they do more than achieve success. They inspire others to believe in what's possible. Persistence is not just a personal trait, it's a ripple that extends beyond the individual, impacting everyone who witnesses it. A winner's refusal to give up sends a powerful message. No matter how difficult the path may seem, greatness is achievable if you're willing to keep moving forward. Every success story you admire is built on persistence. Behind the accolades, trophies, and recognition lies a history of rejection, failure, and countless moments when giving up would have been the easier choice. But winners don't take the easy road. They persevere, not just because they want to succeed, but because they believe in the value of their vision. They understand that the journey is as important as the destination, and that persistence is what transforms dreams into reality. The beauty of persistence is that it's universal. You don't need to be the smartest, the fastest, or the most talented person in the room to persist. All it requires is a decision to show up every day, to keep going when things get hard, and to stay committed to your goals no matter what. Persistence is what levels the playing field, giving everyone an equal opportunity to achieve greatness. It's the one quality that ensures that effort, not just talent, determines the outcome. When you persist, you don't just build a legacy for yourself, you become a beacon of hope for others. Your journey, with all its struggles and triumphs, becomes a source of inspiration for those who are facing their own battles. People see your resilience, your determination, and your unwavering belief in your vision, and they start to believe that they too can overcome their challenges. This is the true power of persistence. It creates a ripple effect, encouraging others to strive for their dreams and never give up. Think about the people who have inspired you in your own life. Chances are, they're not the ones who had everything handed to them. They're the ones who fought against the odds, who kept going when others doubted them, and who achieved something remarkable through sheer determination. Their stories resonate with you because they remind you of what's possible when you refuse to quit. That's the legacy of persistence. It transcends individual success and becomes a source of strength and motivation for countless others. Persistence also redefines your relationship with failure. It teaches you that setbacks are not the end, they're simply part of the process. Each time you persevere through a failure, you grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. You learn that the journey is not about avoiding obstacles, but about navigating through them with courage and determination. This mindset not only propels you forward, but also leaves a lasting impression on those who follow your path. Ultimately, the legacy of persistence is not just about achieving goals, it's about becoming the person you're meant to be. It's about proving to yourself and to the world that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. Winners understand that their persistence is their power, the driving force that turns dreams into reality and leaves an enduring mark on the world. When you persist, you don't just succeed, you inspire. And that inspiration is the greatest legacy of all.